Welcome to the game, no one gets out alive. Say hello to the robots.
What's cracking, gamers? It's Knack Attack. We're in the test server checking out Leech. We got crazy builds with some crazy pilot skills. Pretty cool looking robot, has a very unique ability. And if this is your first time with me, guys, before we get into gameplay, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and catch all the carnage. So let me start off with saying that I really would like to see some more new maps being released instead of new bots. We just got the Phantom and the Behemoth and we're already testing another one. I would really like to see some new maps instead of new bots coming up soon. That would be really cool. We've had the same maps for a long time now. And speaking of this new bot, the Leech has a very unique ability. As far as right now, it's 90% damage reduction. It gets a speed boost when you activate the ability and has the potential to dish back 50% of the damage that it absorbs to whatever target that it leeches to. It can only leech to one target at a time, so if you use that ability and your target gets taken out, then you can't look at another one and try to keep leeching off of another enemy. It's one at a time per use, which is probably good because 90% damage reduction is pretty crazy in itself. Just the damage reduction alone makes this thing pretty strong, especially because it has 4 medium weapons. Like right here, I got 2 guys blasting at me, and even though I leeched to that hover, he activated his last stand, so he wasn't actually able to get that 50% return on damage because his last stand module stopped it. So the Leech's ability is kind of like the Retribution Absorber Shield. There's really high potential to really screw your teammates. Well, with the Leech ability, if somebody leeches onto you and somebody starts firing at that leech, you are going to be getting that damage, like right here. I already leeched to that Strider. Well, this leech leeched to me, and if you look, I'm not actually taking any fire, but I did lose a little bit of health because my teammate was sitting there shooting him in the sky while he was leeched to me. I'm pretty sure that made sense. A lot of leechiness going on. And basically what I meant about it being kind of like the Retribution Absorber Shield is that when a leech uses its ability, you don't really want to shoot him, because that 90% damage reduction, your bullets are basically useless, and you're going to be screwing whatever player that the leech attached its ability to, you know? With 4 medium slots, the build possibilities are basically endless, just like the Spectre. You know, this thing's a hard hitter for sure. 4 medium weapons is no joke. You know, Spectre's ability is just jump and stealth, and it's fairly weak. But now this Leech has 4 mediums and is extremely strong. It doesn't have a whole terrible lot of base HP, but with that ability, with the right timing, you can really do some damage. I tried quite a few different builds on this test server session. My favorite would probably be 2 Storm, 2 Corona, which is a future Spectre build I would also like to try. It's extremely powerful. Storm, I don't know if it has more ammo or a slower fire rate than the Corona, but it lasts a little longer and does more damage. So it's a good team up weapon with the Corona. As far as, you know, they're both shotguns, they're both got the good range. If you already have 2 Corona, that's enough lockdown. You know, you don't need 4. That lockdown potential is really not worth the loss in firepower, in my opinion. As far as balance goes with this new bot, I think 90% damage reduction during its ability, which lasts 10 seconds, seems a little too high. I don't think any bot should ever be able to have 90% damage reduction. That just makes it way too powerful, and it's way too unkillable. Even a Falcon, a traditionalist Falcon, you know, an entire team can unload on them and take them out fairly quickly, you know, when needed. But this Leech, if an entire team is sitting there shooting at it, you know, even though he's getting 10%, you're not gonna take him down, especially if he has last stand, or, you know, there's other pilot skills. There's, you know, modules and all kinds of other stuff that you can use to make this thing just an absolute monster. I mean, look at this 4 Scourge Spectre right here is just unloading on me, and I took almost no damage from him. And that ability, yeah, it's pretty impressive. But at the same time, when this hits the live server, this bot will dominate free-for-all. It's also very frustrating when you run into the exact same bot. Leech versus Leech is no fun, because like I said, they just cancel each other out. So, you know, when that happens, it's kind of like a dud. You know, your ability's wasted, his ability's wasted, and you're both not doing any damage to each other, so you're not going to be getting any silver off of a Leech versus Leech encounter. I think perhaps the damage reduction might be better a little lower, maybe something like 75, 80. Or the timing of its ability, maybe cut it down to 8 seconds instead of 10 seconds. That is quite a long time. I'm sure you all know it does not take 10 seconds to kill most bots. So, you know, I think it should have a little bit of a smaller ability time if its ability is going to stay that powerful. Well, that's all, folks. Thanks for watching. See you on the battlefield.